Hi everybody, it's Jen from Girl Don't Panic and Trilite. I tried to say Trilite before I said Girl Don't Panic, but you know, c'est la vie. So today we are going to be looking at how to do clearing of energy within ourselves and our environment. So there are a couple of different ways. So actually there's a whole bunch. And as normal, they complement each other. So we're going to look at them and we're going to describe. So the first ones automatically that come to my mind is working with the divine. So angels, ascended masters, you can even call in fairies. But to me, fairies would be, well, I guess it's kind of the same thing. To me, it's more like lifting, more fun energy. Whereas with the angels and ascended masters, I would feel more like getting rid of negative or stagnant energy, whether that's in your person or in your environment. I will put a list underneath this video of the different archangels that I associate the most with clearing negative energy. That would be obviously Raphael, Michael, Metatron, and also Jophiel, because she's helping you to see the positive, the higher energy. So yeah, so that would be the first names that I would think of. Most people would automatically, especially if they grew up in a Christian upbringing, they would think of Jesus or Mother Mary. So those are possibilities if you're feeling inclined to work with those people. Reiki is near and dear to my heart. So if you don't know what Reiki is, it's basically laying on of hands. It is a healing therapeutic process that comes from Japan, and I love it. It's one of my go-tos, and I've been using it for eons. So you can clear not only yourself but your environment using it. There's of course smudges, and I have some lovely sage here for you to see. It's nice sage. It smells really good. So the beauty about sage is that, or the smudges, so sweetgrass, sage, cedar, and tobacco, those are the traditional ones that go with most native traditions. We use a combination of them in the big fire, and also when we're just smudging ourselves, and then we have little smudge bowls that we take around, and that's wonderful. And normally it's like I've seen lots of different things, but I like to using a seashell because it doesn't harm the seashell, and so it's kind of like using nature to help. Then we have essential oils. So I chose one of my favorite purifiers, and this is eucalyptus. Eucalyptus is a heart-centered essential oil, and basically, so it clears, and it's like viral, antibiotic. There's so many obvious awesome essential oils that we can use. Just make sure you do your research before you pick the ones, because you don't want to pick ones that you would have complications with. Okay, so there are ones that are like you shouldn't use if you have heart issues or if you're pregnant. There's a lot of ones that you shouldn't use around cats. Cats are very sensitive to essential oils and they can't process them properly. So off the top of my head, I can't think of a single one that I would be happy using close proximity to my cat. Dogs are a little bit more tolerant, but again, you need to be careful. So clove, which is amazing for pain and clearing energy, but it's dangerous for animals. So it is a no-go for anybody. If you're especially in a closed room, maybe if you had it on your stove, or with some other nice essential oils for like Christmas. So you want, gingerbread smelling in your house to clear the energy. You could do that, but you want to make sure that it has ventilation, so that all the animals aren't going to be having difficulty with it. There's also, we don't ever take them internally. You can use them topically, you can use them by smell. Diffuser is one of the best ways because the amount of essential oil getting into you is therapeutic, but at the same time, it's less likely for you to have an adverse reaction. There are studies that are being done that are actually appropriate, that aren't just, we ignore the woohoo because it's easier that way, because a lot of scientists and healthcare professionals are, well, jerks. But there's actually science coming out to back it up, because what the fundamental thing is we want to use things that will help us. And whether they come down to us from a traditional stance or something new that we learn, that's okay. But the most important thing is that we need to make sure that they're not going to be harmful. Okay, so one of the things that you're going to hear me talk about a lot is the placebo effect. Okay, so there was studies done with Reiki by actually Reiki masters, but they were also nurses, and they were published, and this is a while ago. I almost want to say 16 years. So there's been more since then, but basically they could see the difference. So they were looking for actual changes in the body. So they saw a decrease in heart rate. They saw a decrease in cortisol. They saw a decrease in blood pressure. These are all wonderful things, especially when we have someone that is in pain or stressed out, because in those particular circumstances, it's hard for your body to heal. So obviously those are good things for this to do. The difference is that we need more science that actually shows how it actually affects. We can just see the change, and so there's a correlation, if you will, but it's not necessarily a cause and effect. And so the argument comes in that, well, maybe it's just because the people believed it would help them. Well, that entirely could be true. But the other point is that there's a lot of people in drug trials who actually believe the pill is going to help them that they're taking, and they're only taking sugar pills. So the fact is the brain is our most powerful tool to help ourselves and to heal. And if we're taking a sugar pill, or we're smelling sweetgrass and that's what gets us there, as long as it doesn't hurt us, I don't give a damn. I just want people to feel better, have less pain, and not be harmed by what they're doing. So that's the placebo rant for right now. Okay, so back to Reiki. We were talking about smudges. Also, candles are kind of that lovely combo of essential oils and smudges, because this one actually is sweetgrass. Oh God, I love sweetgrass. It's just, you breathe it in and I swear your cortisol level drops like 5 points. It's insanely awesome. Okay, so as you can see, we have this beautiful little flower. So one of the courses I took was with Robert Reeves, who is a lovely young man. He's from Australia, and he talks about the energy of flowers and how they can heal. One of the most simple flowers to use. Most people, can keep them alive. I'm going to tell you right now that I struggle with this particular flower. I used to be really, really good, but apparently African violets and me no longer get along. Mind you, I have a lovely shamrock I have over there that I've had for, I don't remember how many years, but it's over 10 and it's still alive. So apparently I can keep some green things alive, other things not so much, to my chagrin. Okay, so flowers, tapping. If you are not familiar with the tapping solution, I suggest you please look them up. A very, how do I say this? We're a little bit more than acquaintances. We met back in 2010, before she became famous. But Jessica Ortner is a massive inspiration for me. And I am so happy and proud of the fact that I learned tapping from her and then went on to continue to follow her in her career and her brother and consume so many of their amazing products. So tapping is a combination of meridian points on your face and talk therapy. So if I was trying to help get rid of, say, sluggishness when it came to just couldn't wake up, so I could tap and say, oh, I can't handle this sluggishness. I want to do what I want. I need energy to fulfill what is going on. As you can see, I'm hitting different points on my body. And oops, I forgot the underarm. And so you can kind of look like a little monkey. There are ways you can do it so it's a little bit more inconspicuous, which is what we used to do when my daughter was taking swimming lessons and she was afraid to put her head in the water, but to be able to pass, she needed to. So we would do tapping in the change room before she went out, and then it was amazing for her. Okay, so the tapping solution has tons of science behind it again. So please look it up and check it out. There are, so the tapping solution has an app. There's Dawson Church, I think that's the right name. Wonderful gentleman. You can find videos with him. There's a whole bunch of different people that are experts in the field. So just check them out, and I think you'll love it. The other thing is, and I put down music. Now, music is really special because there's lots of different ways that you can use it. So in a second, I'm going to show you a lovely thing, and hopefully I won't kill us all using it. Anyhow, this is Holy Harmony, and it's put together by Jonathan Goldman, but it was actually Greg Braden that introduced me to it. So it's tones and words from basically holy books. And then you can also find, so Diva Premal is one of my favorite people in the entire universe. I love her voice. I love the music that she and her partner put out. Most of it is chants. And it's inspired by a lot of Eastern beliefs and thoughts, and it is just stunning. You can also listen to, so if you go on YouTube, and you can look up different frequencies. Oh no. Thomas, can you keep him quiet quickly, please? Sorry. I forgot about that. Anyhow, so you can listen to music that you find uplifting. So that can be as simple as something that inspires you. It can be Mozart, for Pete's sakes. It can be anything. So the idea is that it brings you joy. Okay? And if heavy metal brings you joy, that's okay too. Maybe it'll scare the ick away. So then we have color. So you can, oh, I forgot. No, I gotta kill ourselves here for a second. So this is a Tibetan singing bowl. And sometimes I play it really well, and other times it kind of goes, okay? So I'm really excited because I just bought 2 new little ones. So basically what you see is the lower vibration. So the bigger the bowl is, the lower the vibration, and the smaller the bowl is, the higher. So it kind of works with the chakras that way. So this is actually solar plex. So this would be working on your will. It would be working on how you bring yourself out in the universe. And I'm going to try to play it without killing us here. Okay. So that wasn't so bad. I'm excited about it. So as you can see, it's still going. If I tap it on the upper part of the bowl, it'll make it be quiet. Tap it more. Okay. So again, that's sound. There's actually research that suggests that possibly sound healing was used in ancient times, and I'm excited to see more of that come out and see where it goes. I already talked about the candles. No. Crystals. Okay, so this is my main crystal. I call her my lady, and she fits perfectly. She's a Lumerian seed crystal. So basically she's clear quartz, and so you can clear out energy out of the body as well as out of your environment. A lot of these are multi-purpose, so you can use them many different ways. And then I knew I had more stuff here. So this is Louise's, one of her CDs, which is just stunning. So it's a meditation, and basically it's a guided meditation, and she takes you through, and so you are releasing negativity. There's lots of different ones for different points. I have tons, but this is just one of the ones that I got to grab. Another way to use is Himalayan salts. So if you want to have a bath, so a nice detox with your bath. So one, I think I started to mention color, but then I jumped off it. And with color, you can make shields, you can clear out energy. So if, say, you wanted to clear your house, you can mentally imagine, so all the way from your roof all the way to your basement, every corner of your house. And I'm so sorry, I tend to talk with my hands. So you can clear it out with white light. If you wanted, you could say someone wasn't feeling well, you could then push green light through to help with healing. If you wanted to make a home more harmonious between the people that live in it, so you could help with communication by using blue, green obviously for love, and then you could also use pink light. You could, if you were struggling with finances, you could focus on red and orange for creativity. Red is for abundance. You could also use gold and silver. You can use black to block, so protect what's in. And I tend not to use black, but what I really like is when you have, so you have one color on the inside, and then you imagine it's like a mirror on the outside, so it bounces off everything. That's pretty fun. And there's lots of different crystals that clear energy. Obviously clear quartz is one of the most versatile stones you can use. Yeah, you can even just walk through your house ringing a bell. It works. It's amazing. And I hope that this little video was informative, and I will see you next Thursday it'll be a reading next week. On Monday, I hope to come on and we'll do some mental health stuff. So I kind of want to do short videos on Monday for mental health. And so I hope you come check them out with me. So if you haven't already, like this video and please subscribe, and we'll talk to you soon.